Marvellous. Leroy, how are we doing? I think we might be live.
Oh, I'm good. You?
Very good, very good. I was trying to time that so you just had a massive mouthful like when you're in a restaurant and they come over and ask if everything's okay. And I think they wait until you've just had a big mouthful so you can't say anything.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you still manage.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Exactly. How are you, mate? You all right?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Normal Monday madness. But I do have a lovely glass of red.
Good health, mate. Good health.
I'm jealous.
I've got a lovely glass of Pepsi Max.
Not good enough.
Okay. We have reserves. So how was Taekwondo or whatever it was?
Taekwondo, I don't know, because they don't let stay and watch. So cheers, COVID. But yeah, the kids were okay, I think. Yeah, the weird kind of COVID measures. I was just saying that they don't let you go in and get your children. So there was like children wandering around left, center, lost, which is awesome, really clever. But yeah, we're here anyway. We're back home. I'm in the world's hottest room because the heating's been turned right up because this is Liz's office and normally. So
I can imagine.
Yeah, I am baking. So yeah, how about yourself?
Look, you're in a good t-shirt today.
Look at that. It's my day.
It's
my
day.
Yeah,
good, mate. Good.
I haven't put it on special. It's just what I wear every day.
Look at that, like every good man should do, with any style sense. So,
how was your day?
Oh, yeah, marvellous. It was a Truman good repairs again, so really good for this weekend. Oiled them some patches and done a little bit of repairing and stuff. The track was running really well at the weekend, just gone. Obviously, we didn't have a race on, but we had some practice there. We had quite a few guys there. And was running really good, very fast. So yeah, all good really. Yeah, the sun was out. I think we're due to a bit of rain, which is slightly disappointing, but hopefully it won't be biblical levels this time, so we can deal with it. Not need massive pumps and stuff, but we will see. Are we live?
We are.
Have we got comments coming?
Yeah, we're definitely live. It's just looking at myself, just chewing on whatever I'm eating here. Yeah, the rain. Yeah, I guess we've had it for one race. We were going to have it for another at some point, so may as well be the one day, all right?
Yeah, exactly. It makes that format a little bit easier, doesn't it? I think. And we'll deal with whatever we've got. Before we move on to doing your famous comments and stuff, we haven't done the what's in Leroy's closet section, which is obviously a very impromptu thing. But what's in your closet today? What can you pull out that's going to wow us?
It's a good question. There's not actually much left in my closet.
You're looking very beardy today.
I know. I need to get rid of it. It's actually annoying me. There's some fishing stuff in that one, but that's kind of irrelevant.
Graham like that.
There you go. It's kind of nothing, but it's some vinyl. And in the cupboard over there is what I use to make like t-shirts and stuff. Used to make quite a few of them, but yeah, there's not actually much left, mate. We've run out of cool stuff. Yeah, here's an essential.
We've massively degraded. We've gone from like world's finalist podium cars to a piece of old vinyl that you're trying to tell me something different.
Yeah, basically. This is a travel pillow. I mean, this is signs of life in 2019, not 2020.
Okay.
It's been put in the cupboard for
what does that
a
do?
while. Well, it's comfy, isn't it? You just put it. You can fall asleep with it.
Does it spring out? Does it get bigger?
Yeah, let's pull it out. Let's see what's going on here.
Unsheath it. Good Lord. Whopper.
Look at that, you see? It's quite a nice shape to it. So yeah.
I don't think you're going to.
You can actually do it up too. So if you like asphyxiation, you can.
Yeah, we like a bit of that. That's always good. Marvellous. Shall we do the Leroy shout-outs down the side if we've got any?
I won't eat that last bit just yet. Then. Right. Yayan is first on. Yayan, I didn't respond to you the other day when you messaged me. I did kind of read it. I'm sorry in advance, but I I will respond. Don't worry. But good to see you. Good to see you online. Used to be always first on, but you've been slacking lately. So Yayan says, yo. He says, sorry, I hasn't been on here in a while. I actually didn't read that before I blurted all about it. So Duncan Rist, everyone's favourite baker, is on. He says, evening. Leon is there. He says, yo. Ben Kennett says, yo, yo. I mean, there's a yo, yo, yo kind of theme going on.
There is.
Gavin says, hello, chaps. Kevin Brunsden says, good evening from Kev, Claire, and Elise. Good evening. Well, it's not Brunsden, kind of Brunsden family if you involve Claire.
Yeah, Brunsden family.
It is, yeah. You're going to propose soon, Kev? Are we putting you on the spot here?
Yes, you're going to do it live on Nemo Racing TV.
There we
next
go.
Week.
On a TikTok.
On a TikTok with a celebratory dance. I like
a little dance thing afterwards. The Peter Gray, which is Pete Gray. Lads, good to see you at South Coast yesterday. Yeah, thanks, Pete. Pete actually was my pit man for the final until Kev broke before the first stop.
Right.
So Kev took over and Pete went home. So actually, while I was going around, I saw him leave in his car and I'm like, oh, just check that.
Fantastic.
So I didn't get to say thanks for starting me off. And it was also funny because for the first fuel stop, obviously it's someone completely new pitting for you. And I'm like looking down and he's not ready to pit for me. And I'm like, well, others have come in, so I must have to come in pretty soon. And I heard my name. I looked down. He's walked away from the pit lane. I'm like, sound not right here. So I come in anyway, and then Kev grabbed my car, and I was like, that makes sense. I think I missed about 3 stops just looking down and seeing that he wasn't ready. But Kev probably was.
It sounds like David Chung back in the day for Tommy, bless him. He always used to run out of fuel. He used to be leading every race that was ever put on anywhere, and then he'd run out of fuel because his dad would forget. His dad would forget to call him in, and you'd look see where David was, and he's up on the rostrum watching him go round or videoing him. Or it was fantastic.
Didn't that lose him a Euro second place or something?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, something like that.
It's Slough, as far as I'm aware. I know these stupid ideas. So CJ is on. CJ, how we doing? I haven't spoken to CJ this week, actually. Actually, I think CJ probably texted me and I haven't responded. I've been really bad. Simon Lee is locked in. He's locked in. Sarah Campbell says, evening. Arvinder is on and says, evening, guys.
Hey.
Davey Rolls. I saw Dave yesterday, or he wasn't racing. He just come to have a little look and then went home.
Yes.
Manny Panasar said, bearded is best. Well, if you're a pirate, that's generally... Yeah, you don't get time to shave, do you, Manny? John Glasbrook. Oh, look, Johnny has turned into a monk. You are a little bit monkey today.
Am I? Fantastic.
Yeah. Well,
it's not the first time that I've been called a bit monkey, actually, to be fair. So
you got like a monk robe on.
Yeah. I can deal with it.
If you shaved and then shaved more of a spot there, you'd be right in with it.
It's nearly there, that spot at the back.
Yeah, and says no issues, knows I'm busy. Claire says, think you've scared him now. Well, that's man up, Kev. And Peter Gray, we shouted you up to 3 times. So I did miss the pits 3 times. Good job. The bullet is good on fuel.
Exactly. Good plug, mate. Good plug.
Richard Gasson is online and he says, evening, Rich. We still love you.
Yo, yes. How is your Audi? Is it still going?
I think so. He keeps taking pictures of it.
It looks very nice. He's done a very, very good job on that.
From rags to riches, right?
From rags to riches. It does look very good. What's next?
I'm at the bottom.
You're at the bottom. You're eating again. So let's throw in. What did you do at the weekend? And let's tell us what you did at the weekend.
So, I mean, you could have took the reins a minute while I finished my mouthful. But,
I like seeing you working on it. It's good.
Yeah. So this weekend, I visited with Kev and Ben. We went down to South Coast RC, and then there was a couple of the guys there, Rob and Tony Scott. Rob being the club head honcho over there. So yeah, we went down to visit them. Awesome AstroTurf track. It's near Ringwood, so it's down on the south coast. The clue's in the name. Lovely track, mate. I used to go there to test years ago. I haven't been since I left Mugen. So 2016 was the last time I went there.
Wow.
Which was kind of sad, really. But the track hasn't really changed. They actually made it a little bit longer in one corner, which I found out about. So, but yeah, it's still awesome. It's billiard table flat, but it's got wicked features like 2 big bank corners, got nice jumps and stuff. It's actually really fun. I really love driving around the track.
Yeah.
I was seeing the pictures they were flying through at 100 mile an hour, so most of them got missed. But there's a picture of the track that's up now. But you can see one of the bowl corners, and there's another one at the end of the straight, which Kev ejected himself off on qualifying 1. So yeah, we went down there just to support the club and show off the 319. During the lunch break, we allowed anyone to come and have a go of our car, which was cool. A few people took us up on it. Come and had a quick go and tried Kev's car with sticks or my car with a wheel. And yeah, it was just a really nice race, mate.
Yeah, it's cool. Like you said, absolutely awesome track of Astros. That's definitely my favourite post the South End era when we used to dominate down there back in the day. But it's just laid right, isn't it? Like all the AstroTurf is properly laid so it doesn't roll over each other, and you can properly get on it and drive it hard. And yeah, it's a cool track. I enjoy going down there. Last time I was there, I think was for the SRS, which would have been last year, I guess. So sad that I couldn't make it down for this one, but we had to open up our place as well. So trying to do as many different things as we can, but look forward to getting back down there myself again soon. It's a very cool, rewarding track. And Kev always throws his car off over that turn 1 banking, which I think is just out of shot in this next photo. I don't think it's quite in there, but it's a very cool piece of track, that, isn't it? When you get it right, you feel like a hero.
Oh, I love it. And when I was driving around, the tracks, it's a good mixture of touring car and off-road. And I mean that in a good way, because the more confidence you get, the later you can brake. And it's all about your lines on where you brake into a turn and stuff like that. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's awesome. Especially if your car's working good, like mine was. It was pretty dialed, actually, with very, very little changes, which really shows that the car's coming to a sweet spot in terms of setup, because I went from my Nemo racing setup, obviously on oiled dirt, and chucked it out, and all I did was change 2 things, which I actually changed towards my Heart setup, and it was good to go.
That is awesome. So we'll get that set up. If it's not up already, I might be behind the curve on that. And I heard a little birdie say that you broke the track record that was set down there by Mr. Bloomfield, also within a Gamma a while ago now. So that's pretty cool as well to get that finally dusted off.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was cool. The track's a little bit longer than what it was. So the little spine jump. After that, the corner's been extended by like a couple of foot. Okay. So, yeah, it was a new track record, which it was a stellar lap. I remember doing it, and I said to Ben, who stood next to me on the rostrum, I said, that was my best lap all day. And it was a 32.9, sub 33, which has never been done around there. Even laps in qualifying, I was putting in some stellar laps, and they were like 33.8. So that one was like extra special.
Like a proper one, yeah. Sometimes it just all happens, doesn't it? You like hook every single piece up. I had one of them laps at the raceway practicing at the weekend, and it's just sad that you can't replicate it every time, because it'd be super easy then, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but then the good ones wouldn't be extra special then.
That's true. That is true. Is the little team photo up there our socially distanced now standard issue little team photo there? Is that Rob in the middle there?
Yeah, so Rob in the middle, Tony Scott on the right-hand side. Tony is using the older car, but he had to go with Kev's in the brake, and he really liked it, and it went around really well for him. So,
cool.
Yeah, and then Kev and Ben at the back, who didn't have their cars with them because they were probably feeling sorry for himself because they broke them.
Bless them.
Yeah.
An integral part, nonetheless, whether it's broken or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's cool to get.
It was a bit of a rush, like everyone was kind of packing away. I mean, the day went on. They did quite a lot of races. We had 4 qualifiers and we had good long finals. And yeah, the sun was out, so no one cared. We were happy to be outside and happy to be racing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that sounds good. And reminds me of what Nemo was all about as well, which was coming and doing all of these smaller races all over the country and showing people what we've got and what we're about. So we want to keep on doing more and more of that, don't we? Get back to our roots and down into the club racing and showing the guys all of the bits and pieces, letting them have a go as well, which I think is also super cool. And it's good that we've managed to do a couple of those now in quick succession, because we were down at Plymouth as well a few weeks ago, and then this one as well. So we'll keep looking out. So if you're a club and you've got something coming up and you fancy us coming in and having a go and showing you guys what we're about, let us know. We'll be there if we can fit it in.
Yeah, exactly. It's wicked going to all the small little clubs around, because you find some right gems, just like South Coast.
Yeah,
I remember seeing it one of the first times I saw the track. I'm like, that looks awesome. Like, how don't I know about this? And it's been going for like 4 years already, or 5 years, or even longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many little gems out there. We just need people to tell us where they are, and we'll come and we'll do a weekend at your track.
Definitely. They could, in my opinion, they've got everything there to do a national as well. They've got ample parking and camping and all that sort of stuff, because it's obviously on the ground of that big car boot as well, isn't it? And the track's big enough for it. It's wide enough for it. So with the tiniest bit of work, I definitely think that could be a national track if we ever need to get back onto an Astro track, which sometimes we seem to have a bit of a love-hate relationship with that on our national series as to whether we do one or not. But definitely be getting my vote if we needed an Astro track for a beginning round of the year or whatever it might be.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it probably needs a bigger rostrum and a little bit more pitting area. But, with that, it would be 100% a national quality track, because the track itself is awesome. So
good. What else happened? We had our man Flint out doing something with his electric car, didn't we? Let me scroll through. There we go. Not that you can really tell anything, but Mr. Thompson, I think, is on the right.
I'm sure it'll pop up in a minute. But yeah, Mr. Thompson was out racing again. Where was he? Broxtowe. That's it. I was thinking Boughton, but Broxtowe's the one. Doing their Mid-East series, and yeah, he finished second in the series with his four-wheel drive, his YZ4, and he finished fourth in two-wheel drive. It's hotly contested. I mean, Ben Smith's in the middle. We know how fast Ben is. And there's a lot of guys that go there and go to that area like religiously. Like, he went on the Sunday to try and race, and then guys were there all the Saturday practicing and stuff. There's a lot of fast local guys with Schumacher cars. But yeah, I mean, there was obviously a sale on grey tracksuit bottoms on that day. I think Jack Neal was on the left side there. He definitely got the tighter pair that was on the sale.
Hence having to have that stance.
Well, that's like my race stance, that is. But yeah, so he did really well. Well done to Matt. He's been a solid driver for us all year, really.
Very much so, and a lovely chap as well. What did anybody actually get any feedback from Ben from his 8th scale for a couple of races ago with us?
I don't know. As far as I know, he had a really good time. That's as much as I know, really. I mean, he obviously very much enjoyed himself. He only turned up to come and watch, and then he ended up getting thrown in the deep end, didn't he? So
yeah, he did some finals, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he, for the money of his entry, he definitely got his money's worth, because he was on the track more than anyone, even though he turned up a day late. So
how many finals did he do in the end? It must have been like 5 or 6 finals. It must have been. Yeah,
it must have been something like that. It was crazy. I don't actually know, because I got bored. Like, the first few finals, I was cheering him on. Mate, I had to go and prep my car. I couldn't watch anymore. I was running out of time. So he was up there for a while.
Work needed to be done. He was obviously running Mr. Morel's colony, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Morel's Agama, which was shagged before it started the race, hadn't had new clutch bearings since Montpellier, and still did like 1 million finals and all that stuff. Unbelievable, really.
That's what you want, mate. That's what you want.
Yep.
Let me jog those ones off. I don't think I've got any more. I don't think I've got any more photos primed up. So let's hide that back. Comments? What new comments have we got coming in, dude?
Leon says,
"What was that?
Normal at the weekend, pal. Sorry, I couldn't make it." That was probably for me racing at South Coast. Long way for Leon. Glasgow.
That would have been.
Put your hood up, John. Play the part. Yes. He loves dogging. He loves dogging on you.
He does love dogging on me.
Gaston said the Audi's great. Glasbrook says, Lee, when are you going to have a go at GTA on-road racing? Gamma should
So-
consider producing a GT8 car now. Entries are getting bigger and bigger, but not many car kits to choose from. John will tell you that the cars are rallycross based. Yeah, I know quite a lot about the GT8 cars. The Mugen stuff was getting produced when I was there, and I did a couple of races with it, actually. I raced the Mugen Cup with the GT8 car and TQ'd quite easily against all the other guys that were doing it, but then in the final it dumped because I was running the electric one. So I gave it death for about 7 minutes, and then then I was out. It was like a 10-minute.
Mr. Glasbrook has very kindly offered for me to go and race one of these cars, not this weekend, but the following weekend, which would be very good fun. It's been a very long time since I've raced something new.
Oh man.
So yeah, we'll have to make a plan and go and do one of these races. I guess they're pretty quick.
Wicked. I've still got a body shell for it up in my my loft. GT8 body.
I've never seen them.
If we would have known about these questions, I could have sent you a picture of me holding it.
What are we talking about?
Well, depends how you play your cards.
That's on WhatsApp. And whenever I put my hood up, I always feel like I'm going to rob somebody. So I don't like it.
No, you need a black hoodie for
Put it
that.
down.
White's a bit too non-incognito there.
Yes, it is true. It does stand out a bit. It would be would be picked up on CCTV very easily.
Yes. Sarah Campbell says East Shrewsbury Club is having their last Dirt Attack event on 11th of October. If you guys are free.
Yeah, we can look in the calendar and see if we can make that happen. I think East Shrewsbury had a race on this weekend, didn't they? So I hear on the grapevine.
I think so, but the 11th is firstly when we said we were going to do our temp scale race. Secondly,
so
what you just said you're going to do your GT8 race. Because they're all next week.
We need to have more dates. Is that what it is? We need to have more dates in the calendar. How do we do that? Should we start doing races on like Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays? It'd be better than working, wouldn't it?
Oh, 100%. Why not? Let's just do a race, see if anyone turns up. If not, we'll take the trophy.
We'll probably be the only people there, but it'll be okay. We'll finish 1-2.
Still do a Facebook.
That'll be it.
Like,
happy days.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it look
so
big.
yeah, Shrewsbury had a race. We had second place, right?
Yeah, I think we did. Dave Blakely, I think, finished second or third.
I thought it was Dave. It's hard to tell with everyone wearing masks. I could tell he was first though because he looked like a Wookiee.
Yes. Wookiee won. Wookiee won with his whatever it is. I can't even remember now.
It's WRC.
WRC.
Yeah.
That's it. Cool named car.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that was good. So we had a second place, which is fantastic. So that's another podium the weekend. We must have had a podium in America because Lutz must have won something.
Yes. I would have thought so.
They had the Southern Nationals. Did he go to that?
Yeah, we got fourth there.
Well, that was the week before, wasn't it?
Week before, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, can't think of anything else that was on. Oh, Westmill was on,
of course. And Warburton was there.
He was. Mr. Warburton was directly into the main final. I think he had something happen in the main, but very good to qualify straight in. It's hard going there, isn't it? As you know, well, you don't know because you go and turn up and beat them anyway. But everybody else knows it's quite hard to make it into a main final at Westmill. So that was a good effort by Darren to get in there, I thought.
100%. And our mate Gasson was in the B, so about time he came home, Gasson.
Loser. I think Darren won cubes as well. I think Ultrasoft cubes were working very well. That old chestnut where you get that cold weather at Westmill. That tyre works so well there in that condition.
Yeah, I mean that the Ultrasoft cube in the cold or the rain is always the dialed choice.
It's good, exactly like Montpellier spec when we're running across and getting you some tyres.
Yeah, some special tyres they chucked on there, and it was just like, why is everyone spinning around? I don't get it.
we might get that this weekend if we get some rain.
Yeah. Have we got any?
They're on order. They're in. They might be in. They might be in for it, which would be exciting because they are very good.
Yeah, they are. I'm getting sent some special soft 6 mic tyres to try in the rain as well.
Yes, and we'll have a full complement of Six Mix back in as well for the race. Obviously, we had a big sale of those at the last one, but I think we've got double the stock coming in this time, so
Yeah,
that's exciting too.
That's
But
great.
we'll get onto RaceSix in a minute or three. I was just trying to pull up our race entry list because we've still got spaces left, but we've got some good names again. I love the fact these our races are getting some good guys. It's good, isn't it?
Top draw, yeah, it's quality. It is quality, and we've got a few superstars coming, and oh my god, I've got to let me dog out because she's sat in the corner just panting to death.
I thought it was Liz.
Go on, get out of there. They both like ejected quick. I didn't realise she was like trying to scratch on my leg, and I look over and she's like, I'm like, oh yeah, bit too warm in here.
She wants to get out of the sauna.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, yes. Carrying on from that, Ivan Bingham says bad MCC next year.
Absolutely, Ivan. We want to be there. We pressure Barkley about every second or third week to make sure that there's a paddy piston in 2021 because there's a whole host of us that want to come back over to Ireland, see all you guys, have fun, do all the cool stuff that we do at those races. Personally, for me, it's one of my favourite races to come and do. I know Lee is super keen to come and do it. We've mentioned it before on these as well. So, yeah, just get Barkley tied down somewhere and actually make it happen. We want to be there.
Yeah,
we'll come and help do the track. I'll come over a week early to help out if it means that we can get that race on.
Yeah, we've got good experience with that now.
Yeah, we know what we're doing a little bit more than we did before. Just the tip of knowing what we're doing.
Just the tip.
If we really need to know what we're doing, we'll ask Mr. Reedy because he'll tell us. He'll tell us how to patch the holes properly.
So, John Gives says, "Good evening, lads. Nice to see people. Nice to see you, John. Well, I can't see you, but
very nice. It'd be very nice to see that man at our."
And John Glasbrook says, "Your ride is ready, Johnny. Bullet engine all tuned in."
Thank you, mate. That's exciting.
It is exciting. 2-speed as well.
Sounds like a Porsche Taycan.
Well, are they 2-speed?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. They're 2-speed. It's got two speeds. Electric car with 2 speeds, which is interesting.
That is interesting. I had a look at the interior one the other day when you said about it, and I'm not sure I'm as sold as you are.
Really? I quite like it.
It's nice. I'll give it that, but I'm not sure how nice. Are you drinking Coke out of a wine glass, or have you manned up?
No, that was one glass worth of red wine that was found. I've still got my Pepsi Max. My top up's a Pepsi Max though, so
that'd be a fizzy one.
Yeah, exactly. Be like my Bud Light that's gone off.
Yeah, it's a nice story. That not good. Not good. So,
where were we? We'd done Glasgow. The car was ready. Anything more on the side?
No. Well, I'm actually that could be a lie because I'm only showing top chat. It always defaults to top chat rather than live chat. So when you put live chat on, a few things normally pop up. There's not much extra, to be honest.
Okay, well, we'll let that roll for a minute or three then. So I don't think we've got any new products this week. I think other than like fuel sticks back in stock and a few bits and pieces, but nothing new. I don't think. Big number of kits coming in, big spares delivery coming in, all that boring stuff, but nothing new. I don't think.
No, I'm not sure what's in. I know. I'll tell you what.
We're gonna have a new driver soon, but we can't talk about that. We're gonna have a new driver soon. That's exciting.
That is exciting, but yeah, we can't say anything about that yet. But what I will say is the RCP guys went to Brookthorpe at the weekend. The only race we couldn't attend as a Nemo package, but they were there for us, running the Agam car. Ian and Andy both did quite. I think Ian had a bit of a nightmare. He said he got took out a few times and stuff, but Andy did quite well. I mean, that was the first time he'd run his car, so first time he'd run it, so not even bed in. And I think he quite enjoyed himself. They said the cars were fast. So yeah, that's wicked. There's
good, awesome.
yeah, quite a few of their guys are keen to try the Gamma car as well. So yeah, good news.
Good. I'm super happy with that tie-up as well. They're good guys. Like we said before, they're going to reach a different area than us, so I think it complements what we're doing very, very nicely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wicked people. They know how to run a business as well, and they're all about the support and making sure everything's there and in stock. So yeah, they'll be fantastic for us. So anyone that wants to go and see an Gamma and you're in the Midlands area, check out RCP for sure.
There we go. RaceSix this weekend. First time we're doing not first time since our launch race, 1 day format. And I've got to say, hats off to the first person that entered this race when it went live, and that was none other than Mr. Johnny Skidmore. He was entrant number 1. So, cheers, buddy. Glad to see that we hadn't put you off, or I hadn't put you off completely. And we're going to welcome you guys back and World as well, so you can come and beat us, no doubt.
Yeah, exactly. And fair play to him. It's He was on the loser list or whatever, that's all a bit of fun. But it was, he was straight in, boom. He's not hiding from anyone. He's going to come out swinging. He's going to be fast.
No doubt.
And
he will. As I look down that list, we've obviously got Johnny, Kev Brunston again, Will Skidmore, Glasbrook. We've got to add him in that list. Lewis Jones is back. Yourself. Who else have we got down? There's Barton. I think I'm going to race this one. Hopefully it will be a little bit less stressful, hopefully, than the last one. So, yeah, we're going to have another go. Mr. Barton, one of our standouts from the last race. He's back
My winner.
Cruising around. He was your winner. And he's been doing a bit more practice as well since. So I think he's on it. He's definitely on it. Looking very, very good. Who else have we got? Danny Lewington. So we're all set for a marshal as well, which is lovely. The list goes on and on, really. So we'll see. We've got a few spaces left. So hopefully we're going to get a few more guys in this week as we come up. But it's going to be very competitive.
Have we got the halls in?
They are not in. I haven't seen them on this list. No, I don't know whether there's a 10th on or they're happy with their podium that they got. They're going to give it a rest for a while. They've been obviously racing like week in, week out for quite a while now. But no, they're not on the list so far.
Someone said they'd booked in, but I couldn't remember seeing it. The Lewises are in though, right?
I think so, yeah. And again, they're there at the weekend doing some practice, looking fast. So it's going to be competitive. It's going to be hard.
Mike coming to prove me wrong from the last meeting, but I hope he does because, as I said, it was a constructive criticism.
Yeah. Well, they're at that level now where you expect them to be at the top, don't you? That's the thing. They're that good, so.
Yeah,
and as well. Matt's probably back in the swing of it now. Obviously, he had that big break, didn't he? Stopped racing for a while, but he looks like he's fully back in the swing. Because before he gave up, he was teetering on being one of the next ones to break through. I thought.
He was. Running his low T very fast.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's going to be good, mate. We'll hopefully not run on until 8 o'clock like we did on our first attempt at doing a one-day meeting. And obviously, if you want to come and do some practice, the Saturday is going to be open for practice. You can book that up online as well. So if you want to do a 2-day race, you can still make it a 2-day race. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I think probably a little bit more tight for us to get through the schedule on that 1-day format, but hopefully we'll get it right this time.
Yeah, I think so. We'll just smash out the 3 rounds of qualifying quick and then move on to finals. And the 2 days. Hoping the 1 day brings a different type of clientele because not everyone can do 2 days. So I know Callum said that he can only do 1 day stuff, but he hasn't booked in yet. So I'm gonna have to rib him about that if he doesn't book in. Because
give him a ribbon, and definitely, buddy, we've got names on the list that I've not seen before. At any of our 2-day races, so that's cool to see that some new people in. We want to welcome as many new people as we can. Come and see what it's all about, and hopefully have a fantastic day.
Exactly, and that is what it's all about. Come into Nemo Raceway to hopefully have a fantastic time, and meet us and greet us.
Come and have a bash about. So we have. I'm just looking through this list now. Rob Cockcroft. I think that's the first time I've seen Rob out at a race. He's obviously been practicing and stuff before. The Wookiee is back down again, which is good, Mr. Gibson.
Yep.
So he'll be cruising
Shrewsbury
around.
winner.
Shrewsbury winner. Yeah, exactly. We've got our we should start an ex-mechanics club. We've got Mr. Dell back. I don't know whether it's John yet or whether it's his boy. One or the other is going to be back in and racing again, which is good. So good to see some of the Serpent guys coming back out.
Yep.
Do you know what? Just thinking about that, the other race that was on at the weekend that we've not mentioned was the Nene Valley charity event, which is a fantastic event and something that we've supported in previous years as Nemo. Unfortunately, we didn't support it this year. Just so many other bits and pieces going on, but that was on again at the weekend, and I think they had a very good turnout and did a good race from the little bits I could glean off Facebook. So that was the other race that was on. There was a lot of races on this past weekend, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, if you want to go to Thompson as well, Torch was on, and I'm sure there was some stuff in the Midlands on as well. But yeah, lots of clubs.
Good. Yeah, good to be sharing it out, and obviously everyone's running those smaller numbers. So okay,
I'm going to have to stop you there because I've just seen a comment pop through, and it will be slightly delayed on the live. But Michael Orlowski says maybe he should come over and run some nitro, and I know he's in the UK right now.
That would be fantastic. Definitely. What has he got a car? What's he racing? An AE or an S-Works?
Yeah. So in Poland, he's been running the AE car.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw it on his Instagram the other day that he posted a picture that he was in Northampton. So he's obviously at Schumacher. I don't know what they're prepping for or doing. I know it was about this time that he was meant to be moving to the UK to start his kind of career as such after finishing school.
Yeah.
So maybe Michael or Mikhail or whatever you want me to call you, you can enlighten us. Please tell us a comment on here that you can tell us what you're doing over here, how long you're going to be here for, and please come race some nitro. We'd love to see you there. If you come on the Saturday and Sunday, we'd very much welcome you, mate. It would be awesome. You can. I mean, it's not too far from Northampton. Trish will bring you down. He can be your mechanic. He knows what to do.
Exactly. We'll help out as well. There's lots of Nemos that would help you out, mate, as well, if you're coming along.
Exactly. Fantastic. We can lend you a car.
That's in perfect condition. Maybe.
You're cutting it out a little bit there, but I guess you're offering a car out that's in almost perfect condition.
Almost perfect condition. Never. It's like a Hertz rental.
To be fair, mate.
Back when they used to be able to get Mustangs in the 60s. And
mine
70s.
Feels like a Hertz rental. It's like it's coming up to a year old, and it's been through a lot. It's never had a new chassis.
Don't say that. Greg Williams has got to be using that next. It's in perfect condition.
I
never raced or rallied or thrown off the back of a track. It's perfect.
But it's still awesome. But how amazing is it, the fact it's never had a new chassis?
Yeah, it's cool. It is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable, really. I mean, on Mugen, we had to change the chassis quite regularly. But yeah, this one, since October last year, and it's, done not just racing, it's my test car as well.
Yeah, it's done everything. And Montpellier and USA as well for the RCGP. It's an amount of races. It's got some pedigree, that girl.
Yeah, it has. So Mikhail's text back or message back, he's moved to the UK.
Wow.
So he'd love to come to Nemo Raceway one day, have my own full-size car so I can come over whenever I have time. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of time, mate, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So this weekend, we'll see you there. We'll have some...
Come down Saturday. We'll book you in. We'll even cover your entry fee if you really, really want. Hey, John.
Yes.
And we'll get you in there, and you can come over and have a play, mate. Even come on a Saturday, just have a bit of fun.
That'd be cool. Yeah, even if you can't make the race, come on the Saturday, burn some nitro. Trish has got some Agama stuff hanging around anyway, even if your AE's broken or out of parts or something. Because we'll get you covered.
Yeah, do it. So, yes. What else we got on the agenda?
I don't know. It's a bit of a light week this week, mate, with no new products, and I don't think we've got anyone that we can upset this week massively.
And we haven't got Bumble taking 17 years to answer a question, which is
no. I didn't line up Bumble this week, but he's back being our beautiful race director for RaceSix. So looking forward to welcoming him back up to the Shires of Oxford at the weekend.
Or Warwickshire, really?
I think it's still got an Oxfordshire postcode.
Really?
Well, it's on that border. We like that little bit where we are, like where my house is. That's Oxfordshire. But if you go to the end of the road, it's Northamptonshire, and then that falls into Warwickshire. By the time you've got to the near the track, it's quite complicated. We're at the tip of 3 counties.
Yeah.
It's about the tip.
Depends how far you get it in, really.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. That's also what she said.
Gaston said,
dear, look, you've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, we've upset his missus, calling him a loser. Well, mate, to be fair, it's about time she learned.
And if I took my hat off, my Nemo hat off, I've got to say there's one other team that I think deserves to have some people running on their product because they're putting the effort in, and that is Sworks. You know, they've been around a long time. We launched at the same time as them with a Gamma product, so that's 10 years ago. I think it was us, JQ, and Sworks that came out at the same time. And certainly in this last, 6 months, they're stepping up to the plate. Obviously, Elliot's very active in that, and they're giving a shit and trying to push forward in a way that I think that we do. So I would definitely respect that. They're obviously a team that are going somewhere. I think that's quite cool. It's good to have some healthy competition that are trying to push the hobby forward as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, in my mind, it's all down to the new owner, which was Max.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely switched things around when he took control of everything, and he's pushed forward like we know what should be done and how it should be done. So I
think it's cool to see because it bemuses me sometimes when you see some of the loyalty that people have to brands that I just don't actually see any real support for them at the races and stuff. I find that an interesting thing to watch even after 30 years of doing this. So like I said, it's good to see Sworks really getting behind it and giving us a run for our money on support levels.
Yeah, that's it. Tony Abdoka says he has a horrid question. He hasn't asked it yet.
Ask it, Big T.
Yeah,
our Truggy vice
champion. We'll see just how horrid you can be. Gavin says full drive due date / update. It was meant to be September. We're still hoping that it kind of is, but that's running out of time. I do have a call with them on Thursday, so hopefully I'll get a good update for you. So by this time next week, we should have a better idea.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No
we're just waiting for it to come back in stock in Japan. I mean, until that moment, yeah, we're like you, sat on the fence waiting a little bit. Sarah Campbell says she's looked forward to racing at Nemo this weekend, and we look forward to having you guys here. Be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Andy Birch says we got an autumn series this weekend at Telford Model Car Club. Think I'm the only Yokomo truck in it. Well, you got to show how good it is, Andy, and get everyone else to buy a Yokomo truck, and then we're laughing.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
So, yeah, I'm waiting for Tony's horrible question, which hasn't arrived yet.
Me too, like with bated breath. I've got anxiety now, waiting to know what the horrid question from Tony is.
Again, you've got more anxiety.
I know. It's not good. It's not good.
Not good. It's really not.
It comes with age.
I'm not sure it does.
I think 15th time.
Yeah, I've not had that one yet. That's not appeared yet.
No.
No.
It will come. Don't worry.
Brilliant. So, Tony says, why does it seem that Nemo Raceway is scrutinized more than any other club on social distancing and masks? Not seeing it anywhere else.
That is a very good, horrid question, Tony, and I wish I knew the answer to that. I think there's multi sides to it from my point of view, being on the front line when authorities come calling. I think that this is a bit of a deep one, but I think sadly there's an amount of jealousy that goes around in the world, and I think some of that's been aimed at us, which is a shame because we're only trying to make something good for everybody and everybody's welcome. It was never done to be something that was just for Nemo guys. It's for absolutely everybody and the love of the sport. So that's been a bit disappointing. I know some of the people behind the early criticisms and comments and stuff, which I'll keep to myself because that's the right way to be, which is disappointing. And then I think we've got a couple of locals that don't massively like us as well. Although the track had planning for 10 plus years, unfortunately, the original people with the track, the landowner died and the estate went into probate for 10 years. Obviously, recently, situations changed and we've managed to acquire it and all that sort of stuff. But I think it's brought up some local residents that don't massively like people having fun, which is odd because it's by the side of a motorway and our local residents are a very long way away, but that's life, I guess. So yeah, I think it's multiple things. And then I think we've unluckily found a councillor that is like a dog with a bone and trying to find fault in anything that he can. In fact, we've had visits this week as well and photos and videos done by the council and stuff. So definitely getting a bit boring for me fielding off that, but it has gone a little bit quieter apart from that visit. I'm waiting to see what the outcome of that was. We did well with our last race with the 4 visits that we had from the police and stuff. We had a clean bill of health as such from the inspector from Warwick that was involved with that, and also the council as well from their health and safety department. So I think that's good steps forward because hopefully we'll go through all of these steps, and in the end, when the next person comes along and tries to mischief make for us, the authorities are going to be not that bothered with it because they've been down, they've seen us multiple times, Lee as well as myself with noise and all sorts of other bits and pieces over the time, and I think they'll just start to see it as a bit of a waste of time because certainly our last race having 4 police visits and 2 COVID car visits, that's costing the taxpayer quite a lot of money to come and look at some guys that are abiding by the law in the field racing some toy cars. I'm sure there's better use of that resource than that. So I hope that it's going to start to fade away a little bit until we get to our next plans, which are coming up with the roof on the place, which I'm sure is going to make people lose their shit a little bit more. But I guess we'll be ready with that one with a smile because it will mean that we've got an undercover track. So it'll be worth the extra hassle for that. That's my thoughts. What's your thoughts, Leroy?
Yeah, ultimately the same. You know, it's been a collection of things that have made it difficult. You know, with success, it brings exposure. So if it was not a very good track and no one cared, then, you know, no one would care because it is, we have made it to a quite high standard and it is nice. It gets a lot of exposure and a lot of people seem bothered by it or care about it, or, you know, 98% of the people out there love it, but the 2% that maybe don't want it to happen for whatever reason are being an issue. So yeah, what can you do? You smile and you try and make a better thing for the 98% that love it. So
yeah, exactly. And like comments like Tony's put after that, and I've seen that come through, that's what makes it worthwhile. And there was we had a chap as well at our last race that had gone and bought a car, and he stopped to talk to me and said, I watch your lives and it's cool and it's made me come and get a car, and now I've actually raced it, I love it. And when you get feedback like that, it makes all of the hassle worthwhile for me. I know for Lee as well, it's been a great hobby to me as a kid, and then as a young adult, and now as an older adult, sadly. And so, yeah, I love being able to give back. The track has never been about trying to make it earn money for us, because the amount it's cost us to do it, we'd need it to be full for many years to see that back. So it's definitely for the love of the fact of racing toy cars. And I find it sad that there's people that are doing this hobby with us that smile at us, and some of them are supposed to be our friends that like to mischief make. But that's life. You have to just move on, focus, like Lee said, on the 98% that like it, and yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's such a good hobby, and to be able to give back to it. You know, we've had however many years, 20 plus years of doing it and loving every minute of it. I was chatting to friends earlier with Liz, and it was like, she said how when I was younger, my friend says I was the more mature one, because we get to do this hobby where we travel around the world and we don't just deal with people of our own age. You know, we meet people of all different ages, from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life. There's not many hobbies or industries that have that. you know, if you go and play football, you're generally the same age group. If you go and do real car racing, you're probably not going to get the guy that lives around the corner without so much money. You know, you don't get all the different people that we get in our hobby. And I think with, you know, with families and stuff, you know, I'm looking forward to my kids doing it because it's going to teach them a lot about the world and how things work, as well as the engineering side of things. So, you know, our hobby's brilliant in my eyes, and live it.
Yeah, absolutely the same. It's so diverse, and you know, like who our hobby appeals to is literally anybody from anywhere, and that is absolutely amazing. I think to see all of those different people congregate in a field on a Sunday and come and do the same sport is what makes it very unique. Like you're saying, there's not many things that do that out there. And then if you get really lucky, you get to go all over the world and do this crazy thing that we do. It's yeah, we're definitely privileged to be able to do that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's an amazing thing, and I hope everyone can experience it to some level, you know, of international stuff, because then it does open your eyes into new things as well. So
yeah, definitely so. I've
even
just
if
seen a
it's
little
Ireland.
yeah, exactly. I've just seen a little thing come in from Johnny on the side. When are you going to announce that Lewis has joined? Just wondering. Well, we actually did reach out to Hamilton's PR people, but they weren't interested in us, Johnny. So
yeah, the millions that we could offer still weren't enough, apparently.
No,
I mean,
even the free reign of wearing whatever T-shirt you wanted didn't seem to cut the mustard.
Didn't work. No. So yeah,
we'll keep trying.
We're going to go for Bottas now, aren't we?
I like Bottas. He's underrated. I mean, okay, he's not as quick as Lewis, but he's dependable. He isn't going to throw it in the barrier every 5 minutes, and yeah, he just doesn't cause any dramas. It'd be one of my picks if I was running an F1 team.
What a perfect guy! Like they said the other day when I was watching the qualifying, he'd like not missed a Q3 for something ridiculous, like a long time. And you know, I like stuff like that. I'm a stat man. I like being consistent. So
is that the same as being a scat man?
It's very similar. You don't get as messy.
Right. Okay. That's good. I had that song in my head. It might have been before your time. I'm a scat man. Do you know that one?
Went a bit.
Have I lost you? I can't. There we
go. So yeah, I think on that bombshell and that deep felt love for our hobby.
Yes.
Should we? Is there anything else you want to discuss?
No, I don't think so. I think that's been a nice, unoffensive Monday night live. And are we going to do should we do one from the track on Saturday? On a pre-race one once we've had a bit of practice going on, and
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
Yeah, let's try and do that. I mean, I know we always say it, but sometimes when it comes to it, we've had a hard day, and it's like the last thing we want to do. But we'll try and do a Saturday one for you. If not, we'll definitely be back on the Monday show talking about post-race, and bringing you all the exciting news from the weekend, and hopefully some new products too. So. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Sign it out, Leroy.
We appreciate it. Please go and like our page. Please go and like our YouTube channel. We've got a few likes on there now. It's we're not quite
good
YouTube millionaires yet, but one day we might get there. You never know. And share with all your friends.
I think we need to be more controversial if we need to get the viewer figures up.
I know, right? It's funny when we start talking about like losers and winners and stuff, you can instantly see the amount of people watching just shoot up because they know something good's coming up. So look forward to that on Monday. We'll get some more good views. So apart from that, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you at the race at the weekend. If we don't, we hope to see you soon. We're going to do the temp scale race very soon. Hopefully it's the next weekend after. We'll have to check the weather and stuff, and if John's going to race GT8 cars. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Perfect. John? Have a good week, everybody. And look forward to hopefully seeing a lot of you guys at the weekend. If not, we hope to catch you on the Monday.
Yeah. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you soon.